If you're yearning to connect to the world around you and to connect to something bigger or higher than yourself, and if you're looking to live in balance and serenity, there's no better time to do that than the winter, especially at the January full moon. So stick around to the end of this video because I'm going to share some tips, some little known facts, and a quick how-to guide that will help you make the most of this auspicious time. So as we've talked about before in previous videos, the phases of the moon serve as a glimpse into nature's intricate meanings. The full moon aids us as we synchronize ourselves to nature's rhythms. When we plan our meditations and set our intentions in tandem with the phases of the moon, we begin to feel more at ease with the cyclical energy inherent in nature and in life. We begin to understand that there is an intelligent and orderly plan behind the apparent random changes in life. So staying in tune or in sync with the moon phases is a great way to naturally balance your life activity. Once you become aligned to the moon phases or lunar energy cycles as the moon moves through waxing and waning, you can rest assured and move forward confidently with your daily affairs. Not only is this a tried and true method for attaining balance and harmony in your emotional life, this is also a natural way to achieve success and fulfillment in your professional life. Each full moon is a culmination of energy. It's the peak of the lunar cycle. The full moon brings to light that which needs your attention. It's often a highly emotional time, and your intuition may be intensified at this time. This is also a time to notice situations that may be triggering you for some reason, and also to identify who or what may be pushing your buttons. So it's a great time to identify what you're feeling so you can release and resolve it and then reclaim your power. So our ancient ancestors, at this time, the full wolf moon was a time for hunting and preparation for the coming spring. It's also a time for spiritual introspection and reflection as the long dark nights provide an opportunity for contemplation and connection with the spiritual world. In modern times, the full wolf moon is associated with renewal and new beginnings. It's a time to let go of the past and embrace the future, to set intentions and make plans for the year ahead. Many people use this time to perform rituals or meditate, focusing on their goals and aspirations for the coming year. Overall, the full wolf moon is a time of transformation and growth. It's a time to embrace the cold and darkness of winter and use it as an opportunity for growth and development. Whether you're seeking spiritual enlightenment or simply looking to set some goals for the year ahead, the full wolf moon is a powerful time to reflect and move forward with intention and purpose. So to actually see the January full moon, the full wolf moon reaches peak illumination in 2023 on Friday, January 6th at 6:09 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. At a full moon, the moon is located opposite on the opposite side of the earth to the sun, so the face of the moon facing the earth will be completely illuminated by the sun's rays. Look for the moon to rise from the northeastern horizon around sunset on that evening. Since it's the closest to the December solstice when the sun is at its lowest, this full moon is the highest full moon of the year in the northern hemisphere. Since the wolf moon will take a higher, more northerly trajectory across the night sky, the moon will be above the horizon longer than at any other time in the year. The moon will also pass as close to the zenith, which is the point directly overhead, as it ever does. So generally speaking, the best time to see this moonrise will be Saturday, January 7th in 2023. If you're curious to know when the moon will rise in your neck of the woods, the Farmer's Almanac has a really great moonrise calculator, which I will link to in the description of this video below. And then you can map out and plan the exact time that you can catch the first full moon rise in 2023. So what's also interesting about January is that this is a micromoon. So a micromoon is the opposite of a supermoon, and it just means that the full moon is at its farthest point from the Earth, not the nearest point, which is what a supermoon is. So astronomers call this, a micromoon, an apogee. So specifically, January's micromoon is going to be about 253,000 miles from the Earth. So why is it called the full wolf moon? Over time, our ancient ancestors named the full moons to reflect the energy of the year. So January's full moon became known as the wolf moon because at the time, a lot of people thought that wolves were more likely to be heard howling in January. It was traditionally believed that wolves howled due to hunger during the winter. Today, we know that the wolves howl for many different reasons. They can howl to define territory, locate members of their pack, reinforce their social bonds, and coordinate their hunting. Now, what's also interesting about each full moon is they also have alternate full moon names. And again, these names reflect the energy of the Earth at this time. So other traditional names for the January full moon emphasize the harsh coldness of the season. So it's also known as the frost exploding moon, which sounds rather dramatic. The freeze up moon. It's known as the severe moon, which kind of makes sense. January is often a very tough time of year when you're deep in the heart of winter. Also a hard moon, which highlights the phenomenon of falling snow, developing a hard crust if it melts a little bit and then it freezes. Other cold moon or full moon names include the great moon, greetings moon, and the spirit moon. Another great name for this moon is the center moon, and it's used by the Assiniboine people of the northern Great Plains, and it refers to this idea that the moon is roughly in the middle of the cold season. Now, for many of us who live in concert with nature's rhythms, the full moon is one of the most magical times. It's an ideal occasion for becoming intentional and for creating change. The moon orbits one full turn around the Earth in 28 days, and as it does, it passes through each of the zodiac signs for about 2 to 2.5 days. The sign of the moon on any given day broadcasts a subtle emotional undercurrent. Just as our personalities can be described in terms of the position of the sun and moon at the time of birth, the changing moods and energies of our daily lives can be correlated with the passage of the moon through the zodiac each month. Although any full moon can mark a time for manifestation, it's helpful to know which sign of the zodiac the full moon is in and how it affects the energies at work. Like the mystery of the lunar pull, the effects of each zodiac sign on the full moon is hard to put your finger on, and it's not scientifically proven. Yet it can serve as a good guideline in terms of what goal or intention we set out for ourselves. The full moon reflects your emotional needs. It's important to schedule gaps in your day or your night for quiet time where you can check in with yourself. It's a great time to let go of the outer requirements and spend time evaluating what matters most and what you need to move forward. The Cancer full moon supports your home base and family. It's deeply nurturing and motherly. Cancer reflects or relates to your emotional world Cancer helps you tidy up your space emotionally and tune into what you value the most. Cancer, symbolized by the crab, likes to sidestep situations and emotions. So it's really a great idea right now to review what's coming up for you so you're not avoiding something that's important. Each full moon is also a reminder to find balance between opposing forces, a need to find balance between your physical and emotional needs, your inner and your outer life as well. While the moon is in Cancer, the sun is in Capricorn. So the sun, which is all about our outward actions, what we can see in the daylight, represents your outer appearance, your career, what you're known for, your status, and the legacy you leave. Capricorn helps you discover your truth or the truth of certain situations that may have been hidden in the past. The Cancer-Capricorn axis supports you to stabilize your inner world so you have a solid foundation to go out into the outer world. This moon may be illuminating situations or emotions that need your attention. It may be shattering illusions of what is real and what is not real. Be open to possibilities at this time. You may experience a radical shift in how you present yourself to the public as you upgrade your emotional home base. So in this video, you discovered how the phases of the moon serve as a glimpse into nature's meanings and how when you plan in tandem with the moon, you feel more at ease with life's cyclical energies. You discovered that there's an intelligent and orderly plan behind random changes, which will help you live a more balanced and more peaceful and calm life. You also learned how the sign of Cancer influences the energy of the full moon, making this a great time to schedule quiet time where you can check in with yourself and evaluate what matters most. And you also learn when the best time is to get outside and watch the moon rise. So make sure that you schedule some time to get outside and enjoy this full moon, even if it's cold. Spend some time focusing on your breathing to start with, and then bring yourself into the present moment and let go of all the everyday troubles and concerns. Then focus your gaze on the moon and feel the energy of the moon as it cascades down upon you. Allow the full moon to bathe you in light. Feel the vibrant energy of the moon. Feel it transform you and fill you with the purity of spirit. Allow your intuition to receive what the moon may have for you, what the moon may want to say to you. And then after you're done connecting with the full moon, take a moment to write down the words that you were given, or any inspiration that you were given, or any wisdom that you were given. And then take the next few weeks to meditate on that wisdom, to see what and how you might be able to unlock that wisdom in your own life, and prepare for February's full moon. So if you want to learn more about how to achieve joy and fulfillment, as well as discover your passion and purpose in life with Mother Nature as your guide and the full moon, I have another video for you. So make sure you hit like or subscribe if you want more content like this. And then click or tap the screen to watch the next video about nature magic, because you're going to learn even more about unlocking magic in your life. And so I'll see you over there.